Alright everyone, we are back with a game that I still need to complete out of this trilogy. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, and I gotta say, it has been 2 or 3 years since I played this game. So I'm gonna be pretty rusty at what I'm gonna be doing, but I have no problem since we did the first 2 games. A lot of the cases were good and bad, but they were really good cases. Well, that's what it was for an old school fashion game such as this, as Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. But yeah, I want to get this bucket list done because 1, Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations is coming, and I really want to finish this game before that game comes out next month. So we're gonna be finally trying Trials and Tribulations. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we are gonna be trying. And hell, we try. So, I think without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Let's hope I'm not too damn rusty at the game. How did I get into this mess? Well, someone's dead. Why? Why did I do that? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. You continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about like that. Huh? It was it me? I did. What the fuck is going on the first case right now? I didn't do it. Five years earlier, Mia faced second trial. April 11, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Ah, yes. Whew. It's finally time that I'm kind of nervous. No, the classic, those 8-bit music sound effects that we get used to back in the day. Ahem. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning.
Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapples. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Oh, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Oh, this is like Mia's first case. Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still you surprise me. Wait, what? With your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
This found out yesterday. At the case, I mean.
What? And you already learned from the relevant facts?
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. Any case, you don't let our clients see that you're so nervous. You see, the poor young man in the pink sweater over there, that's our client.
Fuck it. So this is young Phoenix. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I got today, at least. Yep, it'll be fine. Okay. And as he's sneezing. Oh, what's wrong? You have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a code. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't have to give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear for your in court today. You are truly innocent. I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one that should be nervous. Stay strong for your client, Mia. Name is Mia Fey. Still pretty new at this lawyer thing. First time I appeared in court was a year ago. That trial traumatized me so bad I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. April 11, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2.
Play the role of the old man. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh god, this guy with the glasses, pain. This is when he had hair before he became bald.
Oh, the defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was the leading the defense.
Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of emergency.
Oh, emergency? Isn't that him standing right there next to you? Yes?
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let me scare you, Mia. Give me your toughest luck. Of course, Your Honor. I think...
Very well then, Mr. Payne. Your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. But don't you worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. The hell was that about? Is he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of the Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a 4th-year student studying pharmacology.
Sounds like he's a very bright young man.
Well, yes, we actually have this photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered at the scene shortly after the murder, they found the victim's body. He got knocked out. There's a bended glasses, and sparks from the holes right there. Was he actually murdered or something? No. The defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, then they called the police.
That certainly makes sense, for the defendant looks suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo in the record as evidence.
Crime photo number 1 took place behind the IVU building. Oh yeah, court record. Attorney's badge. Doug's autopsy report. Time and cause of death was April 9th at 3 p.m. The cause of death was a fatal electric shock. So it wasn't. I don't think he would. Okay, I'm curious how the. Okay, I want to see how the witness testimony.
I can't quite tell from the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim had a rather unusual death. An unusual death?
Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this into question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will. Oh my gosh, he's stalling. Motherfucker, he's stalling. Well, what? Stand up to me and show him what you're made of.
Oh, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause, go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The gross details of the case are found under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I just pressed the tab button. It's pretty no, not this. This is pretty obvious. Fatal electric shock.
All the weapons we need to be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data then. Take careful before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Gotta stay calm. Can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. If I just press tab here.
Now then, please, the attorney for the defense. Please answer the question. What was the cause of death?
Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? How could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. And before that, there's only one more vital issue. What's that? Why, the motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney. You must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. You don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one of my smooth operator, if you catch my drift. I don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Rookie killer. He's like appeared in like every single game so far.
Now let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence? Do we even have the evidence?
Oh, no need to get up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. For the evidence, you need to shove it to our old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. To old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady.
Mia,
evidence isn't in the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. You can talk between the profiles and evidence with the tab button, so be sure to go over it all. Oh, now then, let's see what you got. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Marvin Grossberg is superior. Third-year art student, Ivy University, currently has a cold. Doug Saw, victim. He was a fourth-year pharmacology study at Ivy University. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim, Doug Swallow, up until 8 months ago. And then there's Winston Payne. Dahlia Hawthorne. What the? Dahlia Hawthorne. Wait, Phoenix Wright had a girlfriend? This is something I've never seen before. Hold up a second. Okay. I guess it's Dahlia Hawthorne, I guess. Reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Shoot. Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have at least picked up on this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
Oh, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Oh, very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call in Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Nani, the defendant himself. Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? We just need his testimony. The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Oh my god, he's lame as hell. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect.
Oh, no, no, no. He means what you did before you were arrested.
Oh, I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspecting the death of your fellow student, Doug, so...
But I didn't do it.
I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was...
Okay. Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Witness testimony. Okay, it's finally time for some gameplay. Let's do this. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. That's not fucking useful whatsoever.
So I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer. Dude, it looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh? It seems like you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... this witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? What are these X's and O's that you keep saying?
Oh, he's right. It's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose of is to determine if the witness testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
The witness is lying. Your statements will conflict with the court record.
Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? There was a lie? A contradiction?
Oh, now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. I barely knew the guy, he says. I think I figured it out. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Alright. Okay, we're gonna press him on each one. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We had this photographic evidence. Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? You said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
I think he's lying. I think he's lying there. You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? He's dying, sir. My God, he needs some frickin'. He has COVID. Fortunately, there was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
Nani, is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Oh, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I... Something's up. Hardly knew the guy again. That's a lie. I think we have to present evidence there. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? That's right. Well, no. That is, I mean... So, which one is it? Do you know him or not? Oh my God.
Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day.
Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me? Why didn't you tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who is this Dolly person?
Yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. The young love.
So bittersweet. I think we have to press him on that because But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I mean, that could be a lie, too. Mr. Wright, you stated the following testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right, I wonder... I mean, why would I even... That doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Oh, yes, well... New testimony. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. It's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
May I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor, what is it now?
Who is this person anyway, this Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something's just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there's a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossman.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business with evidence, I mean.
Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully.
Oh, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point on?
Okay. I think I figured it out. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. Dude, I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try bite up more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more info. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time. The very beginning of his testimony. Okay. Alright. That's one. Hardly knew. Hardly even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. What do we present, though? Alright, let's present some evidence. Okay. Wait a second. I realized something. Union Jack. Where's the Jack? That's not on his back. Okay, that is a flaw. Yeah, that is a contradiction right there. All right, let's present the photo.
Objection!
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure it was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point of this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me this whole time. Son of a bitch.
Oh, please forgive me.
Oh my god, perjury. There's perjury in the court.
Oh, Mia, you made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't even stand for Phoenix anyways. Damn. But trust him, Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? I think we just helped the goddamn fucking attorney for this. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good.
Hey, wait a second.
How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Will you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Oh, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
Lost it? Does that have anything to do with the case? Oh, did he drop it in the fucking crime? Motherfucker. Mr. Wright? Shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo of the crime scene.
Cold Killer. Oh, what's this in the victim's hand? It's Cold Killer X. Uh-oh.
I'm looking at the clock. It's past 3 o'clock.
Objection!
So 3... Yes, but even I got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over. Oh my god. Nani? Scenting his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so could have only been to identify it as the killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Alright, we got some court record.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
Crime photo 2. Cold Killer X. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Huh? Broken? So we look at that. Cold Killer X. It's likely 3:05 p.m. Is that when it broke? At 3:05 p.m.? Fingerprints of Cold Killer X clutched in the victim's right hand. Okay. Okay. We're gotta be careful though. Wait, hold up. When did the victim die? Died at 3 p.m. So the wristwatch broke 5 minutes after 3 p.m.? Huh. Okay.
Broken.
Yes, it ceased functioning. A large rate of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids.
Well, we got more witness testimony. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at the building behind at 2:45. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. And then later when I went back, I found him lying there. I would take Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Oh, Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave us previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I finally heard your current testimony any credible.
Mr. Fay, Please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Alright, we're pressing each and every testimony. Called him? Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
Oh, and this Dolly person is...
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
Ooh! Nani? What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Damn, you just call it... Damn, I never thought sweetheart comes from a person like Phoenix Wright. Dahlia Harkton was also a lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
When you said the victim was into the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. I recalled him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that runs on high voltage electricity.
Oh ho! How fascinating! He sounds like he was quite the ambitious young man.
Now what do I do? Should I have some more details? At the timing of the meeting. So you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure that's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments, huh? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Looks like he's right about the time anyways. Witness is going on with your testimony. We talked for a bit, and around 3 o'clock we split up. So what was that you were talking about? You know? That maybe we should hang out again sometime? Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. That might be a lie. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back there in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. He's keeping that a secret. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. The awkward silence in the courtroom. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. He probably is lying. Hey, Coco Rex for the past 2 or 3 days? Yes, he is. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone notice that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Okay. The day of the accident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? I can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the 2 of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mint omelets are magically delicious.
Youch! Why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Damn.
Whoa, Mia.
I don't know. It can't seem to find any contradictions.
The boy isn't exactly what I call a natural-born liar, you know. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense.
I know. What can I do?
I'm certain he must be still hiding something. Information right now. It's information we need more than anything else.
I think we have to press him on that specific info. When we asking for info. Pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right. They sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages. There are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables, huh? Yeah, there was electrical poles set up around the building. High voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're finally getting somewhere.
I think that's enough for now. The defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by this explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. Uh-oh.
What do you mean? I knew it was all too much work for a little girl.
However, there's still one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe that the murder weapon has been produced yet.
Correct, yeah, that's true. There is no murder weapon. Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. How exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, we could still come out about this mess smelling like a rose. Your Honor.
Oh, yes, Miss Faye.
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up till now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
Oh, that would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. Even beginner like you must understand that the basics of the rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
I think it has something to do with the watch, no?
Miss Faye, I'm deeply disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed as well, Mr. Faye.
To be honest, I'm a little disappointed too, Faye,
yeah? Need to use my brain on this. Come on, Mia, you can't strike out here. Okay, I think that's for later. It has to be the fucking autopsy. Fatal shock, no? Well, really? Is it really not that? Fucking A. Okay, fine then. I'd say it's definitely maybe check the crime photo. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
Nani?
There is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. The wires are being active right now.
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail.
Miss Faye, where exactly is the photo in this murder? Right here, no? Well, naturally, it is right there.
What is that?
I feel like the judge is very slow. A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines on the pharmacology students used in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are very special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
Ah, so then the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is most likely the explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible.
Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been the high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. How? How do you... I mean, it's possible. He could have left for 5 minutes while he was just there. And probably just, like, find a way to electrocute him. And yes, that's all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
Oh, you do? What is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that defendant's fingerprints were on something besides a medicine bottle?
Let's look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim's wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, the leather holds fingerprints quite well.
What? You mean?
Yes, it was clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
Nani?
This is completely new. I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victims towards the severed electrical cable.
Order! 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 Oh, that's enough! I think we could conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Oh, stick a fork in us. We're done.
No, we're not done yet. Mr. Grossberg.
My hemorrhoids never lied. The show is over, Mia. I knew my boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor.
This time I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Hell no.
You have something to further add, Miss Faye?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand out his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, I'd be... It's okay. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye, no matter what you have to say, I believe in you. I represent you to the very end. Objection! We already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further.
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. It's my fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
It's a conversation.
Girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
It's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, that's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. I'll talk about her like that. Damn, he just pushed him.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all completely convinced you still are the murderer.
I mean, you did electrocute him, no? Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell her the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you? I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim.
Oh, feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
Is that a new line? What the? No one has talked about the Harlem Shake in fucking years. Alright, more witness testimony. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Ugh. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is clearly quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and then that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, the light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him. There aren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. It's true, even a doofus like him could have missed that.
Miss Faye.
So you're telling me the electrical cables weren't cut? I guess it has something to do with the watch.
I'm yelling right now. If your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Give up, Mia. He is innocent. There must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. That guy. Okay, let's press him. So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Bad girl. Is she a hooker? Is your girlfriend a hooker, Phoenix, right? Because, god damn, man, you really sink yourself low. Can I save the game whatsoever? God damn, your girlfriend's a hooker, Phoenix, right? I'm not gonna blame you for that, but Jesus Christ, you're really all that low, are you? Alright, anyway. Yep.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyways, you just said that and I just... Gave him a shove. Tell me what happened in a little more detail. That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. He stood there with the same pose. I gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. When you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen. Right, there was nothing like that at all. Is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible. God damn it, man! What are you doing? Don't let this guy steam over you like some cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the witness testimony.
That moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. Loud noise? Loud noise? What would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap, you know? Come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Objection! You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on something dangerous ground here. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you might heard may be extremely important. Try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Could it have been? Yes. Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Oh yeah, he did have an umbrella. The umbrella was in the crime photo. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, That umbrella belonged to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. It was like... kind of like the owner. And again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important that testimony just now?
Okay, it's important. This is it, Mia. New information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Heh, a perfectly fitting, flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit up to your cheap umbrella to your testimony.
So Mr. Swell fell on top of his umbrella, and you are certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, it was planning to borrow it for myself. Umbrella, you... Oh! I get it. Why was it moved? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up all night, 8 nights time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen that homemade symbol of her love.
Ooh, my stomach is not what it used to be. Your personal soccer ball, Mia.
Ah, I'm so sorry. I just slapped you again.
Continue with the testimony, witness.
After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit it, I was furious. You leave and left without checking Mr. Swallow's condition? Well, yeah. It's like I said, I got worried about him later. That time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Nope, nobody. Jeez, could that stupid cough sound any more phonier?
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we find something that shows his innocence from this testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision no matter what or whatsoever.
Need more info to help me turn up some contradictions. He fell down on top of the cheap umbrella. But what I saw from the photo, he didn't fell down on top of the umbrella. The umbrella was right there, and it's bended for some odd reason. Meaning, someone could have moved the body while he was gone. So it's definitely this.
Objection!
Why don't you test about the umbrella from the very beginning? Oh, come on, if I hadn't mentioned that. I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. Eh? What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look at it closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim, actually. It's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, if he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No!
Order! The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the scene of the crime.
I want to present it as evidence immediately.
It's bended. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. We're really gonna blame the wind. The laws of nature is the cause for moving an inanimate object.
Objection!
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way the wind could have been blown there by the wind. But...
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No! Well, we got ourselves
I must say, I must find it hard to believe that the huge hole blown by the prosecution's case has been by the defendant's testimony.
Fell on top of the umbrella, and from his testimony, there was a loud sound when this happened.
Well done, Mia.
We might have to bring in another witness.
Oh, Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think you could have established a guilt through cross-examination alone.
I am afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Huh? Let me guess, you have another witness. Is it the girlfriend? Exactly, and the witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne, you don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. Yeah? When I'm done. defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Nani?
Wait, what? This is news to me. What the fuck? This is news to me. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. She was at the scene of the crime, huh? Oh, whoa. Bad news. You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think it's a good point for us to stop at. Court will enter a 20-minute recess. And we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, man. This is gonna be interesting. Very interesting. We're gonna do a part 2 of this. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there out here. It's alright, at least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I guess I could start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Oh no, I think she's toying with you. I have a feeling she's toying with you. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dahlia and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. She looked... I can already tell from this. I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day she and I just bumped each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set my eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. It's a pendant. She gave this the day we met, a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
Oh, so she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of the little darling little doggy.
Certainly is a little bottle, right? Makes me so happy. Show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Present, a small bottle necklace on the day Wright they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway, so after you and Miss Hawthorne started dating, yeah, but every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't have to happen on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? But... Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe that there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
Article from... What happened on that day? Hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear.
Let me see. Very little info has been disclosed at this time, but the victim of the incident is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are still questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. No way. Oh my god. She's 20 years old. She could likely have been 19 back then. Oh my god, it's definitely... This girl must be connected to that previous case. They're making it so obvious.
I'll go and have a look downstairs in the reading room and see what else I could find.
Thank you.
I'll only do whatever it is to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about to be over. We better go get moving.
Guess so. The long recess took longer than 20 minutes, though. Woo, to be continued. And yeah, I'm gonna save here. That was a great first episode that we got. Next up will be part number 2 of this trial, and I guess I'll see you guys all next time.